The results on these things are fantastic. So there's really no downside here. The belt wear is an issue of the past. Developed this cog drive system. It's a relatively simple install. It only has 1 or 2 special tools that we recommend to make sure it goes on there super smooth. But here's the thing with this: consistency. You don't have to worry about your serpentine drive because this is a friction-based, this is a friction-based connection. So I can pull this belt right over that pulley. You hear it squeak. On this one, there's nowhere for the belt to go. It's tooth and it's cog style. So, Soho and Stillen have worked very hard, hand over fist developing this kit, bringing this kit to market. We got the final rendition here. We're very excited to share it with you.
So before we get into this video, guys, just know I'm going to explain everything the best I can that happened. I know a lot of you don't like Soho, and I understand why. So just hear me out on this video, and then feel free to leave your opinion on how you feel in the comments below. I'm well aware of the minimized cog kit. I do talk about it, and I've already talked to him before. Keep an open mind for this whole video and just really listen, and then make your opinion down below, because I really want to know, what would you guys do in my situation after knowing everything that you're about to know? I really want to know. And then maybe you guys will understand why I made the decision that I made. I've been waiting almost 2 years for my Supercharger kit. I ordered my kit in November of 2022. I did not get my actual Supercharger until December of 2023. I did get parts throughout the months of waiting, but I did not have this whole kit in my hands until end of 2023. And I'll try to put up on the screen like what's going on for reference points. November of 2022, ordered my Supercharger kit. This was before the Griffin Soho admin beef with their motor. That didn't even happen yet, or it was just starting to happen, because Monsef didn't even make a video on that until March of 2023. So this was like 4 months before that even happened. Second, when I ordered this kit, the Z1 kit didn't even exist yet. There was no Z1 Supercharger kit. So I'll get a lot of you guys that say, oh, why didn't you get the Z1 kit? This kit didn't even exist. It's been that long. It did come with the cog kit. When I ordered this kit, I was expecting it to be just like my old Z. No cog kit, just the original style that it was before off the serpentine belt. But while I was waiting, I got an email saying, oh, your kit is going to come with this brand new cog kit. It's going to be so much better, blah, blah, blah. And they told me they had to test it. So I'm like, okay, cool, fine. A free $600, $700 upgrade that they're giving me for free. Been waited basically all of 2023 to hear about it. Then I finally get it. What really annoyed me, the first thing is there was other people getting their cog kits and Supercharger kits before I even got mine, when I ordered mine well in advance before they ever ordered theirs. So that was the first red flag I was seeing from Soho. I'm like, you know what, I'll just be patient, I'll just keep waiting, it's fine. At this point, I'm still trying to get all the other supportive mods that I need, and just making sure there's nothing else I really need to do to the car. December comes, I get my parts maybe like a month later. We go to install it. Another issue we see is the Supercharger kit does not come with instructions. Actually, they didn't even send me instructions with my kit. I got no email with instructions, no instructions in the box either. So you pay over $6,000, no instructions. So I had to ask for my instructions 4 times. I emailed them twice, and I called Soho Motorsports twice to get my instructions, and Justin told me he would send me the instructions right away. He didn't send them to me that day. I had to call again the next day, and then he sent me the instructions for the cockpit. So that was another issue that I had that irritated me, because I didn't even get instructions. So once I had the instructions, when we put the Supercharger kit on, but when it came down to the belt, like, they told you how tight to make it, but you didn't really know for certain. The only reference we had is they showed us a little video of just them moving it, saying this is how much it moves. That's it. Like, that doesn't really help. as not detailed as it was as, you know, the half-inch movement. We put it on, of course, belt rips. Okay, well, maybe it was us, maybe the mechanic, you know, maybe he messed up, so let's buy another belt. Let's see what kind of belt it takes, because they don't tell you what kind of belt it takes. So then we put on another belt and do the break-in period, and same thing. So then I'm like, okay, what's going on?
Your jack shaft, on your blower, on your tensioner, everything should have a long service life as well. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that while you're tensioning your belt, you can actually wiggle it back and forth just a little bit. This is a good thing. You do not want it to be piano string tight. If you make it too tight, what's going to happen is as that supercharger in your engine bays start to get to operating temperature, and you've been driving the car for an hour, 2 hours or more, everything starts to get hot, it starts to expand. Conversely, your belt actually begins to shrink. The heat causes the belt to go a little bit smaller in size. So we want to give ourselves a little bit of wiggle room on that belt, and that is going to be the optimal tension. You do not want to over tighten this belt. If you over tighten it, you do run the risk of shredding the belt or damaging it or anything of that nature. Again, it's very easy to tell. You can see here, there's quite a lot of play within the belt itself, but ultimately we're looking for something that just slides back and forth.
Contact Soho Motorsports, and they're telling me, oh, if you bring the car to us, we guarantee that it'll fit no problem. So they're basically saying like my mechanic is not capable of installing the kit correctly, which isn't adding up to me, because he's done the work on my cars before and like does his work like flawlessly. They send another belt. They send some updated instructions. So we installed everything in January. In March, they send updated instructions explaining how to install the cog kit, how tight it needs to be, yada, yada, yada. So we do that, and it's still doing the same thing. This is where you guys see the videos of me driving it, saying, oh, I wonder what's going to happen. Oh, the belt's going to shred again. So same thing keeps happening. Then they basically say, oh, it's the bottom pulley, it got damaged. So they sent another one. And then once they sent that, then they said, oh, wait, we have another revision on the way. So don't even install the one I just sent you. I'm waiting. And at this point, I'm so frustrated. I've gone through like 4 belts and 4 revisions. And then I'm like, people keep telling me buy the minimized cog kit. And I was really tempted to buy the minimized cog kit because I know it works. It's on Monsef's website. But my issue is, why do I need to pay $700 addition to what I already paid for my Soho kit when my Soho kit should be working perfectly fine? So I want you guys to ask yourself this. If you pay over $6,000 for a turbo kit or a supercharger kit, and then it's not working correctly, and you have an option to upgrade it to make it work better, but you have to spend more money when your brand new kit isn't working correctly, what do? Do you spend the money, or do you wait because your shit should be working from out of the box? So that was my mindset, was my shit should be working. I'm not gonna spend more money right now. I almost did. I did talk to Minimize. Like, he was really nice to me. Like, he was just telling me about all the issues and like how reliable his kits are. Like, I have no issues with them. I'm like, no, I'll just wait because it's okay. Like, I don't know. At that point, I was already waiting so long. I'm like, it's fine. I'll just keep waiting. At this point, I told Nick, because I was tired of waiting. Like, I asked for a refund because I was like, dude, this is taking way too long. I'm tired of all these revisions not working. So, like, there's no point. I want a refund. And Nick was nice on the phone, and he told me, he's like, I 100% promise you this revision will work. And I'm like, okay. It better work. Like, in my head, I said it better work. But I'm just like, okay, I believe you. I trust you. Because Nick has been really nice to me ever since this whole thing happened. Because a lot of people will say this is Soho's fault. But a lot of people don't realize that, yes, Soho is marketing this kit. But the kit is made by Stillen. Soho does not make this kit in their warehouse. They don't have the material to make this kit. So this is a Stillen cog kit. And even in the email, you'll see it says Soho slash Stillen cog kit or something like that. So what took so long is Stillen. This is why I don't fucking like Stillen. First off, their intakes are garbage. I've already exposed their intakes a long time ago. You pay like $700 for some 2.5-inch intakes that make you cut into your frame just to get like 15 wheel horsepower, when you can get admin tuning intakes for less than that, and they give you double the power. Second, Stillen's exhaust, overpriced, garbage, restrictive, like this trash. Third thing, the Stillen Supercharger kit, the manifold sucks. The way you like that kit is such trash, and the way you have to put that manifold on with that special wrench, I can't even use the OEM manifold. Fourth, the whole Stillen Supercharger water to air kit, that shit costs more than a Soho air to air kit and makes way less power. And they still haven't dropped the price on that, and I don't even know why. So I've never liked Stillen. Their products have always been shit. If you live in California, I get it, because all their products are like carb legal or something like that. But I've never liked Stillen. I'll never buy anything Stillen. Like, they're trash. I do not like Stillen. The issue is Stillen would make the cog kit, but they wouldn't even test their own shit. Soho was basically the guinea pig. They were having to test it with a limited amount of units they were getting. So if you get, like 10 products or something, or even less, and all of them work, okay, well, no shit. You're going to say, okay, I guess they all work, so let's send them out. And then once you start, that's with anything. Once you start doing mass production, you're going to have issues. I get it. But my whole issue with Stillen is, why were you not testing your own shit? Or why are you going to make something and not test it? Well, I know why. Because you guys aren't the main distributors of it. You're sending it to another company that's advertising your product, and they're going to be the ones that take the heat for it, not you, because you're laying low. And that's pretty fucking sad. And a lot of people don't know that. I didn't know that myself. I thought this was all Soho's fault until Nick told me. I mean, he could have been lying to me, but at this point, it doesn't matter as long as the shit works right. This whole thing was just all sketchy, and it wasn't really pointing fingers, because Nick was basically just saying it's their fault, like it's Soho's fault. They're just gonna owe up to it. So I respect him for that, like not pointing it. But I mean, he did tell me what was going on. We finally got to the revision that I am on right now. They told me that Stillen actually tested the product, then sent it to Soho, and Soho did extensive testing on it, thousands of miles on it for weeks. I was the first one to get it, the revision kit. It's been working fine so far. This whole issue was just such a big mess, and it's so frustrating. Honestly, it should not have taken 2 years for this. It really shouldn't. The only good thing is Nick did hook me up. I mean, yeah, I got a cog kit for free. I never asked for the cog kit for free, because when I ordered this, the cog kit didn't even exist. He sent me an intake with a filter, because I did want an intake and filter. So I guess that does make up for it, because I mean, that's like $600 by itself. So Nick and them, they did do their part. They made it up to me in the end, but during the middle part, like, I was honestly really frustrated, because I was tired of just no one knowing the answer to anything. Then, like, it was just frustrating. And I'm not the only one that was having this issue. I had multiple people in my DMs that had the same kit, having issues left and right, blowing belt or tearing belts. Only one person I knew, his belt didn't break, but now his belt is broken on their old outdated kit. And that was the kit that Soho installed themselves. So that pulley design is just bad from the factory, bad from Stillen. Anyone that has the old cog setup, their belts are going to rip eventually. May not now, but that's what I'm starting to see, is everyone's belts are ripping, and their new revision kit is going to work. Nick and them didn't make it right for me. They also covered the labor for the cog revision kits. So every time my mechanic had to do a revision, they would cover the cost of that. If you guys had like a shop do it, then I would definitely reach out to Nick, because you have to prove that a shop did it so you can actually, get your money back. That's just about it, guys. Like, all that's left is seeing how this car handles on E85. And there's no other people out there really with this revision, so I'm kind of like the lone guinea pig. But I've put a couple hundred miles on the car and it's been fine. But that's why this whole thing took so long. It's just ordered it. There was no Z1 motorsports kit. There wasn't any Soho admin beef yet. Like, it's been that long. And then all of 23 was just waiting and waiting. Finally got it. And then got it with no instructions. Finally got my instructions. Then the instructions were shitty. Didn't even tell us how tight to put the cog belt or anything. Then tried to say that it was my mechanic's fault. Then they sent updated instructions like 2 months later with the new revision. Then they sent another revision, still same issue. Then they sent one more revision, and then they said don't put it on. They're working on a solution that'll work 100%. And then here we are now. Nick, I mean, I do appreciate you making it right for me. The only issue that I will give you guys is it did piss me off when I'm over here waiting for a revision and you guys posted on Instagram showing Justin talking about the cog kit, saying there's no issues with it, that it works great, that's been tested, when that was obviously a lie, because I'm over here like, this shit don't work. So, but I kept my mouth shut because I wasn't trying to start drama. Still not trying to start drama, but I'm very disappointed in Stillen. Guys, don't ever buy anything from Stillen. Stillen's just trash in general. So I get it, like they've been dealing with a lot of shit. They're trying to make up for it. So in hindsight, this situation could have been handled so much better. It really could have. At this point, all of it's behind me, and I just hope my cog kit continues to work correctly. But now you guys have an idea of why this took so damn long. And let me know how you guys feel about this, because what would you do in my situation? Just let me know. I will see you guys later. I'll have plenty of more content to finally start putting out. Just gonna have fun with the car. And yeah, that's about it.